All golfers want to feel more flexible, and here we have the perfect 10-minute mobility session to do anywhere, anytime, to always feel free and easy and ready to play. I do this every day, and it helps me stay wide and load in the backswing and stay in posture all the way through the shot. My ball striking is more consistent than ever, and my golf swing is faster and more fluid. Check out this progress. You will see fantastic progress if you do this just 3 or 4 times a week, even if you do it just once before you get out and play. Either way, make sure you hit like and subscribe to save this workout and use it whenever you want to feel better, play better and reduce injuries so your game is in better shape. So into the gym, we are keeping it super simple in today's video. That's because these movements are simple. The key is that you do them consistently enough to really see the benefit. Okay, so if you want to have increased flexibility, less restriction in your golf swing and less injuries, you need to try these out, all right? So make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, keep this video for whenever you want to use it, or download the Driven app and have every mobility need taken care of. But into this set, again, I do this very, very often. It works the whole body. I do it in less than 10 minutes. And it feels great, okay? The first movement is the prayer stretch, okay? You can do this down on the floor. It's all about the lengthening of the spine, that positioning, but I like to do it on a raised surface. Once you get the elbows up on here and then really get deep into the thoracic spine, you're gonna feel how much tension there is in there, and then by using your breath, you're going to reduce it, okay? So you really will feel bound up between the shoulder blades into the middle of the back, but if you take time here, it will release, it will improve your posture, and it will improve your movement overall. Here we'll focus on thoracic mobility. That's right in the middle of your back, and so many of us are too tight in that area. You'll see a lot of people rounded down, you'll see some in a little bit too much extension. Either way, if you're limited through the thoracic spine, it's going to create worse posture and less rotation, okay? So with the press stretch, we open it up, we create neutral spine, and from there we can rotate better and swing better. From there, we start to use that platform and we go into the seated rotation. Super simple. I'm always looking at how to improve mobility around the spine so we can improve the rotation in the swing. My leg action is pretty solid, but the more we can get out of the torso whilst actually working properly with the muscles in the body, the more you're going to be able to rotate in your swing. So this for me is all about loading and staying in control during the backswing and improving how it turns through the ball coming through. The seated rotations isolate your upper body, meaning that we have to turn even more effectively around the spine. Okay, and when we can stretch, rotate and load through that system, add in the legs, you're going to have a golf swing that functions really well, and you can have less pressure onto the lower back because you're going to be able to turn through the shot freely and easily. Okay, from there, we're going to drop it back down to the hips. This is the 3-step hip cycle. Okay, so you're going to take a lunge forwards, try and get deep into the hip flexor, into that hip joint, and really sit down and access increased mobility. You then step back to the center and step out to 45 degrees. As we then go into the deep lunge, we're seeing a different rotation, a different angle for the hip to be working in, and that makes a huge, huge difference. Step back to the center, and then you're going to go out to 90 degrees, okay? Through this motion, you're going to find out where you tighten the hips, and we really do need to focus on this area for the golf swing. We need to rotate, load, and create force, so the more that you can rotate and improve mobility through this joint, the better, okay? So really take time to go deeper into each cycle, into each rep, into each angle, and feel how you access that joint and improve your mobility. Focusing on the hips is huge for golfers. We need activation in the big muscles and relaxation, more flexibility in the hip flexors and the other smaller muscles. So once we start to access the rotation, use the joint properly and then deliver it into the swing, we're going to get less pressure on the lower back. You're going to stay in a position during the swing better, and from there we get to fire the big muscles to play better golf. We finish it up Basically, just like to flush the system here. Okay, super simple. We're going to that wide stance, so we work on the hip hinge and really just lock in the lower body, and then we hit the dynamic windmill rotation. Okay, this free flowing, lots of reps. You can do an awful lot in a short period of time, and this is about taking all of that additional mobility, reducing tension, and just rotating the best as you can. Okay, so this is going to free things up. It's going to get the body warm, and you're going to feel so good when you combine these 4 exercises. The dynamic windmill is the perfect way to finish each set because it really just brings it all together. Okay, you're getting that faster rotation, you're accessing the hips, and you're really using all of what you've done before to enhance that movement. So if you can take those feels into the swing, everything's going to work better because we're looking for a stable, powerful lower body. We're looking for free-flowing rotation around the spine, and then we're looking for the control and the mobility to do all of this with more speed, with more balance, and with more consistency. That's what mobility can do for your game, and that's why we work so hard on it. And that's all I do for this mobility session. It's going to take you less than 10 minutes. The easiest way to set it up is to do 2 rounds of the movements, 1 minute of each at a time. Okay, so do 1 minute of the first prayer stretch into 1 minute of seated rotations, 1 minute of the hip cycle, and 1 minute of the dynamic windmill. Take a slight rest, reset, and then go through again and observe how much you've improved that second time around. Super simple, super effective. This is how you improve your mobility for golf. Really, the key is consistency. Just like your game, you want to hit more consistent shots. Well, get more consistent in your stretching and mobility to have the body in better shape more often so that you can deliver the golf swing that you want when you get a chance to tee it up. So if you haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe, and then get the Driven app if you really want to take your mobility and golf fitness to the next level. Appreciate your time. Get your reps. Golf strong.